Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another live plan with me. Today, I'm going to be planning the week of Monday, February 13th through Sunday, February 19th. Let me just do a little adjusting here because I feel like my audio is a little wacky. Let me see. Is that a little better? I think that's a little bit better. Well, we'll see. Anyway, let me know if you can hear me okay in the comments. I'm going to be basically assembling a spread. I actually did a video. It'll be coming out in another week or so, showing how I pick color combinations and things like that. It's a pretty basic video, but this is actually going to be what I used to make that video. So don't be surprised when you see it come out a little bit. Oh, wonderful to see you all in the comments. Hello, everybody. So this week I'm just going to be playing out. I know it's Valentine's Day week. Jess and I aren't doing anything fancy on Valentine's Day, but I am taking the weekend off, so that should be fun. I'm just going to get started on this because I am ready to go start making some dinner and just chillax. And while everybody watches football, I'm going to probably just watch TV. But we will see how it goes. Anyway, is that my voice effect in the countdown? No. All right, so what am I using? I've got these washi tapes here. I don't know where this one came from, but I know this is a Simply Gilded one because it says it on the inside of the roll. A couple of these guys. I've got some Chrissy Ann Design stickers. I've got Mod Liner and a dot pen. And I've got my Uni Pen pens, the permanent one for the stickers and the pigment one for the paper. So I'm going to just get started. And this is my Moxie Life, etc., etc. Let's get going. Thai takeout and watch Harold and Kumar. That is amazing. Except I wouldn't do Thai because I don't really care for Thai food. But what was I just thinking I really wanted? Pizza. There are a bunch. I actually am like on the hunt for a couple of specific. God damn it. Let's see if this washi tape sucks my ass because it's old. I hope not. I would love to get some pizza and watch Harold and Kumar. I'm not going to lie. Jesse's like, we get White Castle. I don't think there's White Castle around here, though. I have never seen one here. I mean, I've never seen one in general. I don't think I've ever seen a White Castle, but definitely not around here that I have seen. Of course, it's a very big area, and I haven't been everywhere in it, so maybe there's a White Castle. I don't know. Oh, my God. This washi tape. Use your shit before it goes bad. Philly cheesesteak puff pastry. That sounds delightful. RJ and I finally fulfilled our Scotch egg dreams yesterday. We both saw YouTube videos of Scotch eggs in the last year and have been like obsessed with trying one. We thought I was going to have to make it, and I just have not been in an energetic place to figure it out or like to even just to watch the... God damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm craving food too, Emma. It's a big deal for me, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. But yeah, so we went out to an Irish pub that serves like, it's like a family-friendly pub of all. I don't think it's family-friendly at night, but it's definitely family-friendly when we went because there were kids there. And it was a tiny little pub, but they served Scotch eggs and they were on like a bed of spicy mustard. Oh my God. So good. Okay, this washi tape might be toast. And that makes me sad because I actually really like this washi tape. I mean, of course I like it. I kept it, but... Washi tape surgery. Or maybe it just needs to be loosened up. Maybe you just need to get past that first, like, terrible, tired layer. Let's find out, shall we? Okay, gently. What is it on Princess Bride? Gently! I feel so perky right now, you guys. You have no idea how exciting that is to me. Yeah, I don't like onions either. So I know that doesn't White Castle have like the same little shitty chopped up onions like the way McDonald's does? I would never eat that. You couldn't pay me to eat that. Gently, gently. There it goes. Slow and steady does it. But I do need to keep in mind that this one, there's not a lot left on this one. I need to sort of remember that this one is a little sketchy when it comes to how sticky it is. So I might need to kind of keep, why am I not in focus? Why am I not in focus? Hold on. Hold, please. There we go. We're in focus. Cool. Okay. Onions make your nose bleed? Holy shit, Kate. White Castle cooks their patties in those onions? That's disgusting. No, thank you. If you liked it, I'm happy for you, but no thanks. I love mozzarella sticks. I would be fine with that. Okay, let me see here. We'll go with the dark one. I think Jessie just picked up Layla. We sent her to daycare today because we did dialysis this morning, and we're still not sure if we're going to be able to do it with her at home. Like, I don't think she's going to be super interested in the machine, but she does, require walks and such. And when I'm on dialysis, Jess can't really do that. And RJ doesn't want to, he doesn't like walking her. He's not his thing. And Sunny is really not in a good spot to walk her because of their joint problems. They don't have a lot of strength in their arms if they had to yoink Layla back. And Sunny is okay with Layla, but very nervous about other dogs, and Layla loves other dogs. So there's just a whole bunch of reasons why Sunny really can't walk Layla. And so having her at home when I'm on dialysis might be a little tough. I'm just going to peel this fucking shit off. Let me do this in the ASMR. Here we go. Satisfying. Oh, get some sleep. No, it's okay, Katie. You don't have to send it to me. I don't need more washi tape, but thank you. I appreciate it. Bring it with you to go wild. Somebody else will get a lot of use out of it. Yeah, this is pretty. I love the blue. Okay, where's my tweezers? Tweezies. Will my husband work from some? That's a great question, Allison. So, Jesse actually works from home most days of the week. They want him to be in the office at least 1, potentially 2 days a week at some point. But currently, where the fuck are my tweezers? Currently, the plan is for Jess to go in on my dialysis off days. Well, off day. Currently, our only off day on the during the work week is Wednesdays. So that would be the day he would ideally go in for work, although it seems like that's not the day that everybody else goes in. So we're not sure yet. But he will work from home on dialysis days unless he decides he wants to go in after. And he actually went back to work, still working from home, but he logged back into work on Thursday, and so far so good, although it's all still very new, so who knows yet. But they are being very, very flexible about it, and so hopefully, excuse me, I got the burps, fingers crossed, it will continue to go okay. Yeah, I don't like the texture of onions, but I'm fine with the flavor in small amounts. That's why I like to do the cooking, because then I know what's in there. A dog walker probably would be more convenient than driving Layla to daycare, but Layla loves daycare. So, and our daycare is, I mean, when we were doing dialysis, daycare was super convenient because it was literally on the way to the hospital. And it's really the way, so I'm going to do a video. I'm actually, okay. I'm hoping to do a dialysis morning routine to show you kind of, because it's actually funny, like the thing that has gotten me to really solidify any sort of morning routine is dialysis. No, it's necessary in order to kind of get things situated and to not have like a miserable rest of my day. There are certain things that have to get done in the morning before I jump on the machine. One thing we have started doing, though, is that I'm taking RJ to school. I am taking RJ to school and Layla to daycare at the same time. And the road that I drop RJ off at school is the exact same road I need to be on to just shoot right up and take Layla to daycare without being in like commuter traffic. It's like a back road. So that actually works out exceedingly well. Just break you up right here. And then give myself a spot for my to-do list. Oh, wait, I gotta, oops. And yes, Alex, that's the other piece of it too. So one of the things that we were really worried about when it came, one of the reasons that we decided to kind of go for the whole doggy daycare thing rather than a dog walker or crating Layla while we were at dialysis at the hospital was because what we were terrified of, like Layla is fine being in her crate. She loves her crate. She can be in her crate all day if she needs to be. But when she's out of the crate afterwards, she's got all this energy because she's been sitting in a crate all day. And what we did not want was to come home from dialysis to a high-fee dog. We did not want that. So, and we can't leave her out of the crate right now when we're not there because she is getting better, but still not trustworthy around the furniture and like chewing on couch cushions when we're not home. She's getting better, but she is not there yet. And what daycare is also helping with is her separation anxiety from Jessie. So going to daycare has been really helpful because it actually has managed to get her super I'm brain farting, super worn out. And she loves other dogs. So it's working out really well. Is RJ a junior or a senior this year? He is a junior. Yeah, Kim, daycare might be a way to do it. You could also start by taking your dog to the dog park. They have dog park, at least in our area, there's dog parks for like little guys and big guys. All right, so I'm liking this. And then I'm going to just set the other side up as well. I love this color combination. The whole reason I wanted to do this color combination was this hydrangea washi tape. I love this hydrangea washi tape. And that's why I put it down here because I didn't want to cover it up with the date covers. I want to be able to see it because I think it's sexy. It's schmixy as fuck. Oh, that's a good idea, Kim. Yeah, and that might be something, if you find a good doggy daycare, you might be able to find one that'll be able to help work with him on that. Ours, it wasn't about Layla with the other dogs. It was about Layla with the people. Layla has loved other dogs and cats the entire time we've known her, but she was very nervous around people she didn't know. And even when she was with us, she would be nervous, and she was getting better when she was with us, but was struggling when she was around people without us. And now, at least with the daycare people, she just runs right up to them and is like, my geez. And they're like, hell yeah, Miss Layla. And then they go and they play, and it's awesome. So she was such a nervous little Nelly when we got her. And I mean, I don't know what happened to her. Like, we don't know what her background is in terms of what happened to her before the rescue got her. When the rescue got her, she was just about 6 months old. and she had been in a kill shelter in Texas. And the rescue here in Colorado wound up getting her from the kill shelter because she would have been killed otherwise. And the people that fostered her had a mountain of other dogs and a cat. And that was why they paired her with us, was because she had learned to respect the kitty. And we didn't want Lulu to feel, well, I mean, he was going to feel a little pissed off about the whole thing, but we didn't want him to feel super pissed off about the whole thing. It does remind me of spring too, Emery. And it's been gorgeous weather here, so that fits right in. Although this week it is supposed to get, we're supposed to get snow this week. So the beautiful weather is only going to last so long. I need something. We'll use this week sticker. Does that one work? That one works. Okay. I'm trying to go more in the direction of blue than green. Like, I want there to be green, but I want the green to be more of an accent and to kind of focus on the blue. Emily, that might be the best thing to do. Like, that's one of the things we were worried about, is because Layla was here. Like, Lulu is very definitely a pandemic kitty. We got him from if you're in the Napa area or like the North Bay, we got him from Whiskers, Tails, and Ferals, which is a rescue in that area. We got him one of those, like, you know, you go to the pet store and they've got the kitties for adoption. That's where we got Lou. He was in a pile of kittens who had been abandoned by their mother. So we got him at the end of September in 2019. So he wasn't a pandemic baby in that sense, but he did basically come to life and mature in a household that was socially distancing. The kids home, and Jess and I home, and Loki home, and we were all home, and Lulu has become... He's a very introverted kitty. Now, Odin, on the other hand, is not. Odin is an extrovert. He is currently asleep on my pink couch in a little shrimpy position. Yeah, I love this. It's not spring yet here in Denver by any stretch of it, even though it feels like it right now, but it's not. But I love these colors. So pretty. And yeah, I like pinks and reds for Valentine's Day, but there's a point where they make me want to puke. This feels very wistful and romantic to me. Like, this feels like a romantic picnic. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's get some weather in, and then habits. Weather. So you're going to see this shift midweek. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy. And probably the most beautiful day that we've had so far. 59-31. And then partly cloudy on Tuesday. With 48-25. And then Wednesday. Wednesday is where shit goes downhill. Wednesday is snow. We might get... Currently the forecast says... Where is it? I'm trying to reorganize my phone, and I have not quite figured out where to put the weather app yet. I only just learned that you can click on the Apple Weather app on different days and, like, see this shit. I had no idea. 2.75 inches? That's better than it was. It was, the last time I looked at it, it was 7 inches. So maybe it won't be as bad as we think it is. But Wednesday goes 25 as a high and 12 degrees as a low. And then Thursday is 33 as a high and 5 as a low. But sunny. All right, let's get some habits in. So I'm changing my wake up to 6 a.m. rather than 6:30. Just because it gives me a little bit more space in the morning. And one thing I am recognizing from my reflecting is that that's what I really need. Like I said, there's a lot of things that have to happen before I start dialysis. And I've been doing it just fine, but giving myself a little bit more breathing room would be really nice. So we'll see if that works. It might not. I didn't do a lot of checking in with my planner. It's been our week. Check-in. It's been a week bringing dialysis home. This is our first week at home with dialysis. And while it has been nice to settle into it, it's also very much a little bit of organized chaos going on right now. All right, there's my habits. And then I want to put a meal plan in over here. I have a sticker. I have a what's for dinner sticker that could be a meal plan sticker that I did the lettering for, but I don't really want to do that. I don't really. Maybe what I'll do is here we go. This is what happens when you own too many stickers. You have stickers for fucking days everywhere. Fucking days. We'll put it right here. I don't want that there. Oh my God, that's not a good spot. It's not centered right. Yeah, I'll probably watch the Super Bowl commercials on YouTube later. They don't actually, usually for me, if I have to rate my interest in the Super Bowl, it's usually some combination of this. And it all is dependent. Usually it's the halftime show I'm the most interested in because I love me a good halftime show. But if there's somebody doing the halftime show that I really have no interest in, then the halftime show gets dropped to the very bottom. Then it's the commercials. The commercials usually hover in the center unless the team that's playing is one that I either care about because my family cares about it or I care about it because my family hates the other team. Like if the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl, I'd be watching just to root for them to lose because my mom hated the Cowboys so much and she's not here anymore to root at them. So that's my Super Bowl. But I did tell Jesse I want to start getting more into sports ball, not because I'm super into it, but because there's a lot of live sports around here. And I love seeing sports live, even if I'm not super into it on the regular. And that's a way to meet people. All right. So I'm changing my meal planning over to Tuesdays and shopping on Wednesdays because I'm taking Wednesdays off of dialysis. And I could still work on Wednesdays after I shop, especially now that I have a little bit more energy. So I currently only have a handful of meals that I haven't made yet that I'm going to put on here. But I still need to meal plan for the rest of the week. So crock pot chicken noodle soup, mac and cheese, and the arugula pancetta thing. Which I really need to make tomorrow because the stuff I'm going to have is going to go bad if I don't make it by then. And then I have space to finish meal planning. You only care about nachos and you don't need football for nachos. I like that. Like, I don't even care that much about the Cowboys, but my mom hated the Cowboys because she was a 49ers fan. All right, so that's my basic setup. I guess the other thing I'm going to do is put in for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just trying to keep an eye on what I'm eating for right now. The dietitian currently does not have any extra guidance for me beyond some like basic shit because my labs are still doing okay. But once we get a couple of months in, she'll have some more data and she might make some other suggestions. So keeping an eye on generally what I'm eating is like, this is really interesting. So I spent a lot of my 20s steeped. I didn't really care that much about losing weight in high school. I was tall and wasn't skinny, but like I didn't care. But then in my 20s, especially going through 2 pregnancies and getting depressed and being in a marriage that wasn't very healthy for either of us, I started to get really steeped into diet culture, especially Weight Watchers. And one of the things that has felt really good since then has been, since I've started to divest myself, I'm what do they call it when you're unlearning something, like people who were like raised fundamentalist and they're unlearning, like it's not disconnecting. There's like a name for it. I know there's like for Jehovah's Witnesses, it's like, shit, I can't remember that either. I know it's like disenfranchised, but that's not right either. Anyway, I am divesting myself from diet culture, and I've been feeling really good about that for the last few years. It's been hard because I have a teenager with an eating disorder, but at the same time, having a teenager with an eating disorder has really been a way to kind of put the mirror to my face and be like, what am I modeling? Am I making it worse? What am I doing that is impacting my kid? So that was helpful. And so I didn't have a scale, don't really care. I was just moving through with my life. And then now with dialysis, I have to keep an eye on what I eat, and I have to weigh myself at least twice a day because we're weighing before and after dialysis because we're taking fluid off. But the thing that I'm really working on, it's something I'm bringing up in therapy, is how to use this weighing myself twice a day as a tool for my treatments, not as something that I need to focus on when it comes to my appearance or when it comes to how I think about my body. It's a whole situation. Stay tuned on more videos on that to come. Deprogramming. I think it's deprogramming is the one that I've read. Or deconstructing, yeah. Thanks, guys. I wasn't even looking at the comments. Anyway, Monday. So I think what I'm going to do this week is, rather than use washi tape for dialysis, because I'm not doing it 3 days in a row, we're breaking it up over the course of the week. I think what I'm going to do is grab some of those little guys like that. And so we'll use these guys for the dialysis days. One. That is crooked as fuck. Yeah, I don't feel like my kid has some pretty hardcore body dysmorphia. I don't really feel like I have body dysmorphia. I think it was a question for a while of tying my worthiness to what I looked like and to my weight. But more so, I think, to what I looked like. Although I will say that there were multiple times in my previous relationship where things might come up involving the size of my belly versus the size of my boobs. That's not something that I had a lot of fucking issues about that for a while, thanks to some things that were said to me. And also the idea being someone 6'2" being heavier than the person that I was with, and how that made them feel about me, which then turned into how I felt about me. Not something that I ever really felt good about. But being in the relationship I'm in now and really starting to learn a little bit more about myself and be able to be honest with myself about things, it's something that I have really I felt better about. Hi, Debbie. Oh, Wayne, before chemo, and it's been messing with your head. Yeah, it's like a question of, how do I think about this in a way, like it's ultimately, for me at least, with the weight tracking for me, it's very specific. So, just going to put the time we're going to try and start because it's usually the same each day. But this week, so this may not be the way I track it every week because Sunday we're doing something a little bit different. I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, like the way it is. So this is why. Here's the reason why I weigh myself every day. Or every day I do dialysis twice. This is what it's for. And it's actually pretty cool if you think about it. So one of the purposes of the main purpose of dialysis is to clean your blood. Yeah. The secondary purpose of it is to remove fluids, because once you're in kidney failure, you're no longer getting rid of excess fluid by peeing. Now, I'm still peeing, so it's really not that much right now, but the further you go into dialysis, you stop peeing and you start to retain that fluid. And it not only is bad in terms of like edema and swelling and being uncomfortable, it also raises your blood pressure. It's all sorts of fucked. And so one of the secondary aspects of dialysis is that you can tell the machine how much fluid you want it to remove from your body. But how do they know how much fluid to remove from your body? Well, one way to think about it is to check for swelling. I have not been swelling that much lately, which is nice. So that's not a very great measure anyway. And it's like an observational measure rather than like a actual like numerical measure. However, when it comes to my weight, what we do is we start when dialysis, one thing that they work on, the doctors help you figure out, is what they consider to be your dry weight, aka your weight post-treatment. If your fluid has been taken off and you are like reset, you are at a perfect weight for yourself in terms of how much fluid you're carrying around. You're carrying the exact right amount of fluid. If you were a healthy person, this is what you would be weighing at this moment. That's your dry weight. Okay, so what happens is that pre-treatment, I weigh myself and we take that weight and then we compare it to my dry weight, and that gives Jesse an idea of how much fluid he needs to take off. Now, there is a basic amount of fluid we take off because that comes back to me when you rinse back my blood at the end of treatment. It's like saline and shit. So you know you're going to be bringing back X amount of fluid regardless. So that's kind of the base number. But then how much he takes off is dependent on how much I weigh at that point, because that weight will tell you how much extra fluid I'm carrying. Now, it's not an exact science because I'm going to put like 1 p.m. on Sunday because we're doing it later that day. And it's kilograms. That's exactly how I have to weigh, Allison. We have to weigh in kilograms because it's 1 kilogram is 1 liter. So since we're working in liters and milliliters, doing it in pounds means you have to do more math. So I don't actually have to look at my weight in pounds, which is nice. But what can happen, though, is if Jesse takes too much off, this is what happened last week. My patrons know I missed a stream last week because I went into a migraine. It's because he took off a little too much fluid and it dehydrated me and sent me into a migraine. So that's the reason we have to keep an eye on it. So the idea is to see how much I'm weighing, to decide how much fluid to take off. And then after treatment, I weigh myself to see where I ended up. Because one of the things that tells you is like how it went, but also how much of a giver I am when it comes to fluid. Some people, you take off X amount and sometimes you give off more than that also. And I'm one of those people. So that's why we have to be very careful with it. So the weight is really important to make sure that we do my treatment correctly. So that's why I know intellectually it's a very important thing for me to do. It's just a question of how I'm able to retrain my brain to think about it. All right. So the reason we're doing dialysis late on Sunday is because we have the guy coming to do the work to get the water through the wall for the dialysis room on Saturday. And well, I'll talk about that when we get closer to the end of the week. So Monday, the other stuff going on, Layla is going to daycare. That's another thing I need to put on these days. I don't know if Layla's going on Sunday now, because it's a different kind of day. And I don't have a bunch of puppy. I need to get some. No, I'm not buying any stickers. I'm not buying any stickers. Maybe I'll just put daycare up here at the top for right now. We'll just put daycare. Daycare. Like, we know we're doing it on these days. But as for Saturday, I don't know if Jess is going to want her in daycare because we're going to have the guy, our contractor here, working all day, and it might make her go like a little cuckoo bananas having a stranger in the house, even though he's not really a stranger. He's been here to fix our ceiling both times RJ flooded it. And then Sunday, since we're doing it slightly differently, I don't know if that's something we want, but I know for sure these are all daycare days. So, all right. Monday, besides that, I have some to-do list things that I have to do. So I can put those on here already. I need to make a dentist appointment for Sunny, who is getting their braces off next month. Fucking hell yeah. Hell yeah for them. I need to check my plants. I'm going to do every other day this week with plants because it's been so dry that they've been drying out faster. So we'll put plants. And then there's a patron thing I'm doing that I want to remind myself to check in on Monday. It's a feedback day for my certain tier of patrons. And then I want to leave myself a big reminder on Monday evening that Tuesday we are not doing dialysis. Tuesday, we are not doing dialysis using the machine that makes the dialysis fluid. We're going to do dialysis using the bags that you would use for travel or for other circumstances. Because the big sack that we make, it's technically what it's called. I'm not just saying it for the sake of saying sack. The sack that we make for making the fluid is 2 days worth of treatment for me. It's 60 liters. And so if we made it on Monday for Tuesday, then it'll be Tuesday and Wednesday's sack. However, we're going to be done with the sack that we currently have after tomorrow's treatment. So normally we would make another sack for Tuesday and for Thursday. It can last for 72 hours. However, because of Saturday, we have to move everything out of the way, and we don't want to have to move 30 liters of fluid with the half-used sack in the pier flow. We don't want to do that. We don't want to drain it and waste the bag. So what we're going to do is just use the travel bags on Tuesday, make the sack Sunday morning, and I'm going to do dialysis in the afternoon since I'm not streaming on Sunday, and use that morning to go to church. Yeah, we'll talk more about that. All right, so this I just want to put bring. I need like important. Maybe I'll do a kidney. Let's do a shitty kidney. Why not? Why not shitty kidney? Shitney kidney. All right. Bring bags upstairs. Just so that we don't have to worry about it in the morning. And it's really remind Jesse to bring bags upstairs because they weigh more than I can lift. Yeah, dude, Kimberly, you're not the only one, man. SAC, and it's SAK. It's the SAC. It's we have to talk to the nurses in the terms, and so the SAC is the term we have to use. Awesome. I know it's been your goals for a while. Is this your first time going in? Yes. Okay. Tuesday. I have a patron live and I need to meal plan that day because I'm going to shop on Wednesday. So patron live. Do. And then I need to meal plan and make my grocery list out that day. I know I've got meal plan stickers. Hold, please. It's this binder, I think, has them. Yeah. All right. Meal plan. Oops. Do some layering action. All right. Am I going to go wild? No, I'm not going to any planner conferences right now. Traveling is not something that is going to be out of the question for me, but currently with the way everything is going, it is just not. If I'm doing any traveling this year, it's going to be to see my family, but we don't even know if that's going to happen yet. So Jesse and I made the decision together to just shelve any potential travel plans until we get deeper into doing dialysis at home. It is just too much. It's too stressful to think about. So it pisses me off. Well, it pisses me off. It bums me out because I have not missed a single Go Wild. I've been on stage for all of them, but it's not something I'm going to be able to do. Alex, yes. Do I feel better now because of the dialysis? I do. I was actually just talking to my patrons about this, about how I need to be very careful because I'm feeling better, but I'm also still sick and I feel sick. I just don't feel as sick. Wednesday, allegedly a snow day, I'm going grocery shopping in the morning. And, that's another thing I need to do. I have my grocery list, and I need to just make sure that the fridge is clear. It shouldn't be bad. I just cleaned it out like hardcore, and I defrosted the freezers, both the garage and the house freezers last week. So, hopefully, fingers crossed. I could do a dog bone for Layla daycare. I could do that. All right, so Wednesday, grocery shopping. I have therapy. I have a phone call that I need to make, and I need to remind Jesse to make the sack. And it's payday for me. So grocery store, a place that has all sorts of food to eat and also cook. Don't pay any attention to me being weird right now. Do, 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 do. I think it'll just be a TJ's and King Super Day. Although if I need to go to Costco, I think I will just do a Costco delivery order because I don't know if I have it in me to go to Costco. All right, so I have a phone call at 1, and then I have a phone call. I have a phone call at 1, then I have therapy at 2. I'm going to use a little mask for the therapy because it's self-care. Therapy is self-care. It's virtual. Eventually I'll be in person with her. It's just now is not that time. All right. That's Wednesday. Anything else I have to add to my list? Oh, making the sack. I'll just put that on the to-do list. Make sack. Because the sack takes at least 7 hours to make, not counting the time at either end where it does some testing. So probably 8 hours is more appropriate. Make sack. So we want to make it on Wednesday because that way Thursday it's ready to go. And then that's everything. Okay. Thursday is trash day, and it's trash and recycling day, which is important because we can never remember which one is which, and it's every other week for recycling. And now especially we have additional trash cans. We used to only have just the one trash and the one recycling, but because dialysis produces a lot of cardboard and a lot of garbage, we got a second can so that we would be able to, manage all of it, because otherwise it's like, fuck my life, dude. So that's kind of where we're at the moment in terms of trash. Do I have no trash? Oh, there's one. Okay. So trash and recycling on Thursday this week. Ooh, congratulations on getting married, Jessica. Trash. Oh. Who else gets it? And then what else on Thursday? The only thing I have on there so far that I want to get done is making sure to send off my pictures for One Little Word so that I can get it done this weekend. The sack, Jonathan, is it's the big bag of dialysis fluid that gets made from my water. It takes the water from my house and purifies it and then adds all the good stuff that it needs to be good dialysis fluid. The bag, the actual sack, the actual bag, not only holds 60 liters of fluid, but it has all of the stuff in it to make my specific prescription. So for example, the sack I have is the ones that I use currently have potassium in them because I need potassium because I have low potassium, whereas a lot of other dialysis patients don't have that in theirs because they don't use that. How can you not do the call after saying anything? Yeah, exactly, Katie. All right, so I don't have anything else on Thursday, which is fine. Friday, I'm going to do some work. I'm actually not taking Friday off. I'm going to take Monday next week off because Jesse has it off and so does RJ. So that just makes more sense for the 3-day weekend. So I'm going to do some working on that day. So that might actually be something important to put on here is work. But it is also Jesse's payday. And then the stuff that I have is to decide on Sunday daycare. And we need to move, or at least have Jess and the kids move, Jess and RJ move furniture in the dialysis room so that our contractor can get into the wall there. So what he's doing, currently there is water and drain access in the wall of our dialysis room. The reason that there is because the people who originally built this house, like these are all custom houses in our neighborhood, the original owners, who was not us, not the people before us, the ones before them. So we are one set of owners removed from the original owners. So one of them, the lady was an artist and she had an art studio. And it was originally this giant room that encompassed the nook area in in my bedroom where I'm doing dialysis and RJ's bedroom. The people who bought the house after them, but before us, put the wall up to make it RJ's room. But then they took the water access and they made sure it was in the wall in RJ's room, like the wall in between the two rooms. So there's access to the water from RJ's closet. And what our contractor is going to do is extend it a little bit so it's not right behind this bookshelf that's right there, and then put in a little like kind of drain sink into like a wall sink, not like a sink that sticks out of the wall, but like one that's like recessed into the wall, and a water access so we can directly hook the dialysis machine up there instead of what we're doing now, which is running the hoses directly across our bedroom into the bathroom. Move dialysis room shit. Okay. What is a dialysis room? So that's the room where I'm doing dialysis at home. And let me also say, for any of you who might ever be in the position to potentially be considering doing home hemodialysis, you don't need to have a water line in the wall in whatever room you're doing. The hoses that we have stretch more than 50 feet. Like we are literally running them through our entire main bedroom into the bathroom and then into the back of the bathroom where the water access by the toilet is. So you have plenty of space. You don't have to. It's just more convenient. And with cats, currently what we do when the sack is filling and the water hose is like kind of jittering, we have like every pair of shoes that I own out sitting on the hose to keep it from moving so that the cats don't care about it. That's just one thing we're trying to avoid currently. All right, so Sunday, big thing during the day is that Patrick, our contractor, will be at our house from 8 until at least 2, he thinks. He's hoping that it won't take him more than that long. He wants to get it all done in a day. He could have come earlier, but if he came earlier, he would have to do it on one of the days we're doing dialysis. And Jess and I we wanted to get the schedule like into place rather than changing it around in the first week. So he's going to be there all day on Saturday. Oops. So I'm going to use this full box. And we'll use this little house sticker, and we'll use a Happy Steve because I'm very excited to have this little sink and not have those hoses go across the room, B, be able to put my shoes away. Happy Steve. Also, for all of you out there who are fans of The Devil Wears Prada, we do indeed say, oh, when Jesse, I'm like, Jesse, did you text him? He's like, I got Patrick. Am I all caught up on The Last of Us? I am not. We still need to watch the episode that came out this week. Pauline, yes, I am in kidney failure. I have polycystic kidney disease, which is a genetic kidney disease. So then the other things that are going on Saturday, RJ has D&D, and I want to make a note of that here because we need to potentially have him go to use either my office or Sunny's room to do D&D because, as I said, the water access is in his closet. So he may not, if D&D starts before Patrick is done, RJ will need somewhere to, because it's the second session of their new campaign. So it's important that he doesn't miss it. So he may need to use our computers instead of his own. But Sunny and I are actually going to spend that day at the mall. We are going to go spend a chunk of the day hanging out. And I'm going to do a heart iced tea for this one because Sunny and I are going to go to the mall. We're going to have lunch and we're going to do some leisurely shopping because we had to do pretty quick shopping the other day. Lunch plus mall with Sunny, which I'm excited about because I love my kid. All right. Is that it for Saturday? Oh, I want to do one little word on Saturday. So I'm going to just put that up here. One little word. Complete. All right. And then Sunday, I am not streaming. There will be a pre-recorded video going up that day because I'm taking it off and doing my monthly 3-day weekend. But as I said in my goals for the month of February, I'm going to go to the church on that day, which is at 10 a.m. So we're putting that on here. We're doing it. I'm going to put this Good Morning Sunshine sticker right here. Right here. No! Shit. I am destroying my shit right here. Good Morning Sunshine. And then we're going to grab these. I'm going to put it right here. Fucking crooked too. And these are the ones that only slightly remove because they're old as fuck. Old as fuck. $10 a.m. First you. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Exclamation point. Fucking go, Cindy. It's been on your goals list for like a year and a half now. And then on Sunday, the other stuff is dialysis in the afternoon, which we already got on there. I need to do my weekly check-ins, which I did today during dialysis. That was nice, doing my Moxie Life and my HB90 check-ins during dialysis. That actually worked really well. And then RJ is actually commentating on a video game tournament in the evening. And so I want to also make a note of that so that I just, again, it's helpful because if like he's doing something that he can't easily walk away from, if I know about it, then I can make sure that his dinner makes it up to him. We support him. He puts so much into his hobby of gaming. Like there is a level of like, bruh, about it, but at the same time, he really does put so much of himself into it, and he really treats it very professionally, that we want to support him in the things that he's doing, even if sometimes we're like, question mark, but he's commentating on a tournament, and which I think is very cool. And he put it on the family calendar, just like I told him to. So that in and of itself is, maybe we'll use this little iPhone with the heart. The fact that he not only told us about it ahead of time, but put it on the family calendar means that I am going to hella respect the shit out of it, because he did exactly what I told him to do if he wanted us to respect the shit out of his video game commitments. What time is it? It is 2 to 5. Weekly bags for dialysis and check-ins. Weekly Moxie HB90. All right. I think it's very cool that he's commentating on something. I think that's nifty. So, your pastor mentioned Smaug. That's amazing. All right, so this is this week. So I'm just going to take a second really quick and just check my actions and see what I need to bring over. Jesse check-in. We'll do that. Sunday's not going to be a good day for that, so maybe we'll do that on Friday. We did that today, though, and it went well. Checking in with Jess to see how things are going with dialysis, and I need to highlight my actions as well. So Jesse check-in, and then one little word. So I'm highlighting, for those of you who don't know, I'm highlighting anything that has to do with my weekly actions for my goals. Plants. Oh. And then my Moxie Life daily check-ins and weekly. I did not do a great job with my daily check-ins this week. 3-day weekend. That's not really this weekend. I put it on here thinking I was taking Friday off, but I'm not, so whatever. And then walking the trail with Jesse and Layla. I'm hoping to do that on Sunday, but if it doesn't work on Sunday, we're moving it to Monday. So for now, I'm not highlighting that. Because I thought that we could do it on Saturday or Sunday, and now I'm looking at these, and I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. So we did that this last weekend, though. So woohoo! Painting session. What day do I want to paint? Maybe Friday. I'll schedule that. Oh, you know what? No, fuck it. We're gonna. We use the little heart. I'll let that dry for a second. HB90 weekly. And then working on the course throughout the week. That's going to be my work calendar. Lunch with Sunny. I still have to finish scheduling my lunch with my friend while we're working on it. And then call my sisters. Saturday, probably. Maybe I'll call them when I'm in the car with Sunny. Because Sunny also loves talking to my sisters. We'll highlight you in a second. All right. Then habits over here. Waking up. Going outside. Tracking. Water. Bedtime. Meal plan. Therapy. Church. No-buy. Patrick. And then hang the bedroom print. Fuck, that might have to go on next week too, because we're not going to have time during the week. So, okay, well, it's something to think about. Anyway. I am very loving how spring feeling this is. Anyway, so here is my week. I hope that this was interesting for you guys. I know it's a lot of dialysis talk, a lot of talking about my sack, but it's just where my life is right now. Anyway, if you're in the comments after watching this, I don't even know. I got nothing. Just let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing, my dudes. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out.